Hey guys, Jana here at the 4-H office, and today's Fun Friday activity is a chemical reaction car that you can make with stuff right around the house. It's going to be an engineering project, a kitchen science project, and a chemistry project all in one. To get started, we need a plastic bottle with lid. We're also going to need duct tape, some straws, a pair of scissors, and something for wheels. Now, if you don't have wooden wheels like I happen to have here, you can actually use bottle caps. What you need are 4 bottle caps that are the same size. You'll need a pony bead to hot glue into the center of the bottle cap and then attach your axles. In addition to that, we're going to need either skewers or I have broken dowels here that are approximately the same size. Now, we'll also need a hot glue gun. So if you're going to do this, please have an adult with you, especially if it's one of the high-powered ones. So what we're going to do is actually wait for our hot glue gun to warm up. And in the meantime, I have bendy straws. What I need to do for my project is actually to cut the bendy part off. I'm not going to need that. It doesn't really add a lot of structural stability to my chemical reaction car. So we're going to cut the bendy parts off. And then what we're going to do next is actually measure our skewers or our broken dowels to see how big they are, if it's the right length. We don't want our straws to be too big because that'll cover our dowels, our skewers to glue into our wheels. Why we need straws and skewers is because we are actually going to hot glue our skewers or our dowels to our wheels, but what we need is the ability to have our tires rotate, to have our axles move. So we're actually going to put our dowels inside of our straws and attach our wheels to our bottle with the straw and not our dowels or our skewers so they keep on spinning. So you're just going to fit them in like so, or get bigger straws because mine happen to be too small, but you're going to fit them in so that they encase your axle. Once you do that, we're going to start hot gluing. Now for the hot gluing, what we're going to do is take our skewers or our dowels, we're going to put them through our straws, which I found one a little bit bigger, and we're going to make kind of a sleeve for our dowel. Our next step is to take our hot glue gun, which should be plenty hot, put some hot glue right into the wheels, one at a time, and we're going to glue our dowel. Be careful not to glue your straw to your wheel. So I'm just going to hang on to it for a little bit, wait for it to dry. We're going to repeat this with all 4 wheels and then attach it to our body. Okay, so I've got my wheels glued onto my axle. My straw can still turn. I have not hot glued it tight to the wheels. I've made sure that my axles and my wheels are approximately the same length. One set's tiny bit shorter, but we should still have enough uniformity to have a straight rushing chemical car. Our next step, using the hot glue gun and having an adult present, is we're actually going to melt a hole into the top of the bottle. This is going to be our exhaust for our chemical reaction today. So I'm just simply going to hold the hot glue gun, the hot tip, right on the bottle top and start melting it. If that doesn't work, if you don't have a high enough temperature glue gun, you can always take a drill if you have a drill, or you can just punch a hole right through it with something sharp with the help of an adult. So this actually is not hot enough to melt a hole through. So I am going to take a pair of scissors and poke a hole through. This is where you need an adult to help. So I've created my exhaust hole in my bottle. My next step, now that my axles and my wheels are dry, is to actually attach it to my bottle. So what I'm going to do is take my bottle, kind of place my wheels where I want. I think I'm actually going to use the label that's on the bottle still as kind of a spacer. If you didn't want to do that, if your bottle has ridges like mine does, I could also use that as a spacer. So kind of see how much space I need. How much duct tape? We're actually using duct tape to attach our axles and our wheels to our bottle. You'll want to use duct tape. It's pretty strong. I wouldn't use hot glue because you can actually put a hole in the bottle, but we still want to make sure that our tires will spin. So we're simply going to take our bottle, place one end of duct tape on it with our tires. This is where you could use some help too. Making sure that they're straight-ish. And duct tape down so that we have a moving vehicle. Now, chemical car. That means we're going to have a chemical reaction, and the chemical reaction is going to happen inside of our bottle and propel our car or push our car. What we are going to use for that part of our experiment is a little bit of baking soda and about a cup of vinegar. And what we're going to do is we're going to have a chemical reaction. When the vinegar and the baking soda mix, they're going to create a gas. That gas is carbon dioxide. And we should have a car that is propelled by the chemical reaction with the gas forward. Using our exhaust, which the top of your bottle that you put the hole in, that's going to be the back end of your car. So we're going to get our propulsion system set. In order to do that, we are going to fill our bottle with our vinegar. If it's easier to use a measuring cup, do that as well. You need approximately 1 cup. This is a little bit more, but we'll fill our bottle. While you're filling your bottle, think about what you're going to use to put your half cup of baking soda in your bottle. You need to make a delivery system that will actually be very quick so that your chemical reaction can occur. So what I would recommend is creating a paper funnel, taping it, and filling your baking soda in that funnel so that you can just empty it right into your bottle and have enough time to put the top back on, because we need the top on, to funnel the carbon dioxide to push our vehicle. So, paper. Regular sheet of copy paper, we're just going to simply grab a piece and just fold it kind of like a funnel with a little bit of an end. I'm actually going to use some tape. I'm going to tape it. Like so. What I'm going to do is put my baking soda in, have my finger over the hole, and release. Or you can just stand your funnel up, especially if you cut it down, you can stand your funnel up or use a kitchen funnel and put your baking soda right into your bottle by pouring directly in. So we'll get this set and then we'll go outside and see if the chemical reaction propulsion car works. We're outside. We've got our car full of our vinegar. We're actually going to attempt to get the baking soda in really quick. You would need about a half a cup of this, maybe a little bit less if you have a smaller car and you put in less vinegar. So we're simply going to put our baking soda in our funnel and very carefully dump it in. Put our top on and watch our car go. Our car went. We still have a little bit of vinegar in here. I'm going to add some more baking soda, see if we can complete more of the reaction. So the second time of our reaction didn't go quite as fast or as far because we'd used up a lot more of the vinegar and we didn't have as much carbon dioxide made to push our car. So this is Jana with a Fun Friday activity. Chemical reaction. reaction cars. Have a great day.